teeth, my teeth, my teeth. Oh, oh. Hey, Mush Mommy. Um, I tried bringing Mush Mommy back into my room to kind of see if she would lay in her bed. Um, I've been trying to do that recently, where I try to get her to lay in her bed. Like I'll pick her up and I'll put her in her bed. Um, and I'll try having her like stay in it for a little bit. Um, because I've been trying to figure out like why she doesn't like it anymore, or why she doesn't stay in it. And I just looked it up, and I think it's because it's summer. And now that I think about it, usually whenever it becomes summer, she tends to go to the living room and lays on the couch instead. So I think that's why she's not laying on her bed anymore. Um, so it's not that she exactly hates it. I think it's just not as cold. Even though it doesn't have the heater pad underneath it anymore, I just don't think it's as comfortable as the living room. I think the living room's a lot colder. I just wanted to get that out there now. Because I've kind of made the title of that. Um, because I ended up removing the heat pad from her bed. Um, to see if it would like kind of keep her there longer, but it seems like she doesn't really care either way. So, hey, mush mommy. She'll still lay on me from time to time, but she tends to just sleep in the living room. Go, get out. You can go. It's fine. What are you doing? Why are you swimming around, little mush? You can go. Come on. Come on, mush. I'm trying to get her out of my room, but it seems like she wants to stay now, even though she dress her. You can go now, little mush. Oh, there you go. What are you doing? What's that mush mommy doing? I don't know. Maybe she'll lay on me again. Maybe if I get a blanket, she'll lay on me. So just give me a second, cause I don't know why she's swimming around. Even though I opened up the door, she doesn't want to leave. And she was laying on me like a couple seconds ago, before I started streaming, or before I turned on the stream. Like as soon as I turned it on, she jumped out of my lap. So I don't know why she did that. Maybe it was like a sudden movement. I'm kind of just trying to see like what's wrong with her. So we'll play Vintage Toy in a second. Don't worry. Yeah, look, look. I have a blanket on my lap now. Also, my teeth hurt so badly. I feel very sick right now. I just wanted to say that too. I feel very, very sick. I I have felt like I need um like something like that. Cause it's 11 o'clock now. I started feeling like this around like 8:30. So 11, 10, 8. So yeah, 4 hours. I've been feeling like I needed to throw up. Oh, seems like she's coming back. Sorry about that. I'm still setting up some things while I was, getting comfy. What do you want to go underneath the desk? Can't really crawl underneath my desk much. Well, seems like she's kind of chilled out. I'm trying to get my phone in a good position too so I can watch chat whenever I start playing. I don't know if you'll be able to see her. You might be able to see her. Just like a little. Also, there's a cat fur on my nose too, which is really itchy. I don't think you can really see her. You can kind of see her at the desk though, so she might end up falling out of my lap and hurting me. She's gonna try clawing on me. Yeah, you're falling off, Mush. You're about to fall off. Come on, get up. There you go. There she is. Oh, oh, an infinite void. There she is, a little mush mommy. She's very cold to the touch right now. Um, so I think she hasn't been laying in her bed because it's been too warm for that. Oh, I mean, I don't even need to put the camera up really then, because she's not up there. So honestly, I might end up just turning off the camera for the time being until she. I think that's actually about to fall. I don't want to show my face. But I mean, I guess I could technically show it, but it's like a logistical nightmare to try to show her while she's in my lap. Because like if the camera falls, then I'm fucked. Also, like it ends up going over my keyboard and whatnot. Mm, I'm trying to get like a good angle. Because if this falls up, oh yeah, that's like directly on me, which I don't like. So trying to get a good angle. You can kind of see her there. There's the mush. She's right there for you. Trying to. Oh, oh, there we go. I have to have my arm up in the air to be able to do this, which is kind of annoying because I end up having to like have my hand like it's like I'm playing piano. I have to have it up like that, which is really annoying. So that doesn't block it. Because I would hate to take your view away from Mush. Look at that precious little thing. Look at it. It's just so cute. What would you do without looking at? Could put it here. Yeah, that works kind of. kind of in the way, but it works. You can look at Mush now as she biscuits. You can see her biscuiting. He's sick today. Again. But I did have gumbo today. I did eat quite a bit of gumbo, so I think that's kind of the reason why. Just heard like a weird rattling in my headset. Also, Mush ended up cutting my neck. Or she scratched my neck and it like went around my entire neck pretty much. I've been like burping this entire evening. I like cannot stop burping. I should probably put back in my retainer too. I had it in a pretty good chunk today. Less and less bad to like move it down and everything. I'm like slowly like getting it more and more on my teeth. It's also like moving a little bit more. So but like as soon as I took it off, because like the back was kind of like messed up, I took it off to like try to reset it, and it hurt so badly. I kind of also remember that yesterday this was not working, so there we go. What time is it? 17? Okay. That's not bad. Oh wait, that's a pine tree. Seeds next to each other. Do you think they could make like a mega tree? I'm gonna try to do that. I just need like a clear spot to try to do a mega tree. I'll try doing like a 4x4. We'll sprout in one day. 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 She kind of like tugged on my. So like I have the blanket around my foot completely. She kind of tugged it around my toe, and it's like kind of hurting. So I gotta readjust that. Oh, so she moved. Look at that bum. You know what? Maybe she just doesn't like me on camera, now that I think about it. No mush. Mush? No mush. Mush? No mush. No. Mush. 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 I'm trying to set up my phone though so I can read chat if anyone comes in. It's just really annoying because I'm trying to charge my phone so I can't have it sit up completely. You know what? It's fine. It's at like 48%, so if it starts dying, it starts dying. And I'm gonna try to play around it as best as I can. If my arm gets tired, I'm sorry. I might just like, but I will try to have my arm up raised so that you can actually look at her. might have to rest my arm every once in a while though, because this is kind of like difficult to like keep it at like such a weird angle. If I was just like keeping it lifted, it'd probably be fine, but like I would have to lift it like that so that you'd still be able to see. I mean, I don't think you can see where my arm is, but I mean, I guess that's kind of comfortable for now, but it is a little weird. Um, oh, you know what? I can't wear my retainer now. My tooth hurts so much right now. I cannot. I was trying to like slowly put it back on, but I could not do that. It hurts so badly. Because it's still really sensitive right now. It's a little much, but whatever. I did it again. Okay, cool. And then I can just chuck these down like over here probably for now. I still need to fill this in. I know the diameter is correct. It's just I need to fill it in and also line out the rest. Because I was gonna put the ceiling blocks there, I think. Because it's 7 by 7, right? So, you know, you make the stone flooring and then you get rid of that and then that would also be stone, so yeah. Or I could put it right there, but if I hung something from there, it wouldn't really work. So I would have to go up one, yeah. So like there. And I'll just mine a little block so I know like, hey, to do that. No, it's kind of dark. Yeah, you can adjust the headset. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. If it's not dangerous, I'm gonna try rift activity. I don't think it's safe. Cover up for the night. Yeah. My arms are a bit chilly. Man, it's still raining? Ugh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I think I was saying I had gumbo earlier. Yeah. I had gumbo with I ran some errands and everything, and you know, just got restocked because I only had, I shouldn't say restocked. and I got like a Belgium collection uh, beer. I can't remember the actual name of it, but it's like a mini wine bottle almost. It kind of reminded me of wine almost. At like the same shape and not really like the size, but the same shape and like the taste and everything. It really reminded me of like a mini and like the style of it too. It was like really fancy and had like 1580 or whatever on it. So it was definitely like very wine-like. It was very good. The only downside was um, we couldn't watch Project Hail Mary for dinner. Because I mean I wasn't planning on it, but mom was like, oh, she was also gonna have one too. So it was like, okay, we'll just drink it together and everything. We'll do it super fancily. Since we're having gumbo and everything, let's just have like just a full blast tonight. Um, but unfortunately, Project Hail Mary didn't want to work. There was a version of it that we could watch, but it had like a logo and it looked really really bad, and so we just decided not to watch it. We're gonna watch it on a later date when um, when like a better version comes out. Because it had like a giant logo in the middle. Um, if you don't know, if you're like new or something, we watch it off of a pirate software kind of thing. I mean, not exactly pirating. We're not exactly pirating. I'm not really like involved in it, but it's like a weird loophole that allows it to like use footage and whatnot. It still has to like follow some like laws and regulations and whatnot, but it's able to get around some of like the loopholes that are a little bit more annoying. Um, what am I looking for? Grass. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for dry grass, and I also need to grab some peat too. But I don't have a shovel, so I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I can. It's just it takes a while to do. Um, but yeah, it follows some like regulations and whatnot, so but it is kind of like a pirate thing, so like we can kind of watch like anything and almost everything. Um, it's just sometimes it's in really bad quality because people like actually pirate it, so like it kind of is pirating, but I can't. I do know there's like a loophole for it, and that's why it's allowed to stay up. But people like upload like the movies and whatnot, and the movie we were, like I said, Project Hail Mary. It had like a giant logo in the middle of it, and it also looked really bad. So we just decided not to watch it. We got to watch I Swear though, which I've been meaning to watch, and it was very good. But I really wanted to watch Project Hail Mary because nobody in my family's watched that yet, and I was really excited for it. I thought it'd be really cool. I'm sure it is. I've heard nothing Project Hail Mary, but I really wanted to watch Project Hail Mary and have gumbo and everything, kind of have like a full 9 yards of a fancy dinner, in my opinion. That was the only downside, was that there was no Project Hail Mary. To watch Project Hail Mary, I guess I gotta sing the praises of I swear. I swear it was very good though. That was a very good movie. I'm very glad I got to watch that. The truly, just absolute magnificent acting on their part. The like how the main got Tourette's and everything, it just felt so authentic. I mean, I don't have Tourette's, um, but I've known a couple people with like, or I don't know if a couple, but I've one of my teachers had Tourette's. He was on like a much lower scale though, but he very clearly had Tourette's, and he even said that he had Tourette's. Um, and you know, it just I've seen like documentaries and videos and whatnot of other not autistic but people with Tourette's. So how the like the guy it's based off. Oh, there she goes. The guy it's based off of it has, and the main actor did a very good job at it. And at the same time, the child actor that played him when he was younger did a very good job too. Give me a second. Can you see her? Oh, well, wait, I see her. I saw her. For a second. For a split second, I saw her. There she is. You can kind of see her back there. Can you see her well? Let me check OBS. If you're watching on your phone, you probably won't be able to see it as well. I can barely see her on my phone. You can kind of see her right there. But also that's my bed. So there you go. You know where I sleep now. I mean, while I'm doing this, I guess I could kind of just show you my room. You know, because it's a nice little room. So there's my door, some vitamins, keychain, or not really a keychain, but my keys are there. At here, Wi-Fi's there, TV's there, alarm's there, Xbox, pack, a Rick and Morty poster. A bunch of, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me see if you can actually see it. I gotta get the cord around it though. There we go. If I die, this is all your fault. I don't. Oh shit! Almost died. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It looks like you kind of can. There's a bunch of stuff up there. And it goes all the way around. Like over there in that corner. You can see it has like a bunch of Legos and snow globes and other random shit on it. And there's that thing on the wall right there. Right there is a giant poster of my great great grandfather. He was in the Navy in World War II, and my great grandmother, it's her dad. She she got all like the photos and whatnot, um, and compiled them into one thing. I don't. Let me, let me do this. Oh, oh no, it's so bright. It's so bright, much. You can kind of see all the stuff now. Ish. That poster there. My dad brought that back from Afghanistan. When he was deployed. He found it in like one of the abandoned buildings or something, and they ended up ransacking a bunch of places. That was pretty cool, and you can kind of see the poster there. I wouldn't say the poster. I'll get it down. Because my great grandmother knew I really liked World War II history and whatnot, and she knew I appreciated soldiers very much and everything they do and did. Um, I don't think there's anything too important on it. Right? Yeah. I mean, someone could probably backtrack my name and whatnot if they went on like Ancestry. Here it is. I don't know. You know, it's kind of what it looks like for scale. There's my arm. Oh, that's like the fucking. Okay, give me a second. The fans. Okay, way to go behind the desk. Okay, there we go. So that's my great great grandfather on my great grandmother's side. Um, his name was Arthur Little, U.S. Navy, World War II. And these are I wouldn't say they're letters, but they're letters that he sent to my great grandmother. So you can see he was coming home at this point. Western Union, um, Dear Helen, I'm in the Navy, and I'm starting for San Diego, California tonight. Arthur, get Liberty Saturday night, and can come up there, or you can come down, and we will hunt you a place to live. Wire, which is most agreeable, I guess that says. Yeah, agreeable. Arthur Little, and that's his. I guess I guess truth. I guess you could say. So you can see him in all of his lags. 35, U.S. Navy, Miss Pratt. 17 February 1945, so it was like at the end of the war, you know, last year. So you can see all the last. I knew where he was for a time being. I don't know where he is now on this picture. I think he was somewhere in the middle. I would have to go through and look again. But yeah. Whole thing. You know, and my grandmother worked very hard on it. So I thought it'd be a cool thing to kind of show off. And then you can see much. Back to darkness. So I'm just gonna put this back up. So give me a minute. Very heavy for a picture frame. I guess it's not really a picture frame now, is it? I mean, it's wonky. There we go. And if you saw it, the thing that Mush is laying on, the jacket, is an Afghanistan jacket that my dad also brought home. And if you're wondering, he wasn't a soldier, and he was one of the people in the I guess pull-out plan. So he was, you know, part of like getting people out and whatnot. So, you know, he sent me a picture. I don't know if I would be able to show it or even find it. But let me look. Would probably take a hot minute for me to find it, but he doesn't send me, or no, he sends you photos pretty often actually. There they are. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. No. Oh man, this is a really old photo. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, I found the photos. There's 3 photos that he sent. And this is all stuff they found on like the bases and everything when they were pulling people out and extracting stuff. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, so let me... So I don't... You can see that those are all AKs. There are a bunch of AKs. There's a... I want to say that's an M4 right there, but I'm probably wrong. There's a bazooka right there, or an RPG, I guess. You know, some other guns there. No, there's right there's 100% AK. Some kind of rifle there. bunch of like backpacks and clothes in the background. If you could see it. So there's that. Um, then they found all of this stuff. So a bunch of bombs and a little thing. That's what they found. And then a bunch of missiles and another. Kind of see that one's opened and then those ones are closed and whatnot. Rocket boxes, right there. Rocket BR157P1. This is a really, really old picture. It has nothing to do with that, but that's... Here's Banjo. Look at him. He's so sweet. He's just a sweet little old man. That's a really old picture of him, though. That's when I was still lived in Georgia. But yeah, I wanted to show that off, you know, because I thought that was cool. You know, but yeah, he got to do all sorts of stuff there while he was extracting shit out of abandoned bases and stuff. They found all sorts of vehicles and whatnot. You know, because they were also trying to run, you know, like the civilians there, which was pretty hard for him to watch. And then also, people would actually end up getting ran over in the giant aircraft planes. I mean, they're not aircraft carriers. They're the cargo planes. That's what they're called. By the cargo planes. Very often, especially whenever they broke onto base. You know, because like the wheel would end up coming up, and it'd end up crushing people in the wheel compartments whenever they would try holding onto the wheels. So it would crush people. I think every once in a while someone would survive, but a lot of the times they had to scrape people off of it. And I'm not even joking. He said like people had to scrape people that got crushed in like the wheel things off. So it was pretty bad. It was not good. Even though he wasn't on the front lines or anything, he still had to like go to therapy for a little bit for it. Because it was just fucking awful to like see people. Oh man, fucking ear hurts. I don't think you can see mush, so I'm sorry. It looks like you guys are just looking at like a black screen. At least on my phone it does. So if that is the case, I'm sorry. Just be happy that Um, there was that. He also said that he probably could have taken like a couple guns home with him too. Um, because you weren't supposed to take guns with you. They had to like disassemble them and get rid of them and whatnot, or like put them in like a secured cargo. But he said there was plenty of people that were stealing gun parts and whatnot, magazines and shit, and like just stuffing it in their own bags. And I remember making fun of him for not stealing anything. I was like, "Oh, you fucking loser! You're the only loser that didn't bring anything home." Just fucking with him a little bit about that. Um, but yeah, I remember that. This kind of relates back to my great grandmother and her dad and everything. That she said that when her dad got back from the from the war, because he was still out at sea for a really long time. I don't think he ever saw combat. I don't remember if she ever said he did or if he didn't. I don't think he ever did though. But he was planning on to. He was planning on going to sea combat. They were on their way, I believe, when the war ended. And so they were already out at sea for a very long time at that point. And I remember my great grandmother said that like when he got back, he told them that like when they got into town or into port and they went over and they had a grilled cheese, it was like the best thing he had ever eaten in his entire life. 6? Okay. No, you can't see him. Okay. Well, that's fine. Um, but yeah, he had because he was out at sea for so long. And I remember, I kind of remember how she described it on how he told them, you know, her and her mom and everything of like how bad it was out at sea. Um, I kind of remember because it was like she said it was like super how he described it like everything was like rotten and like super like anything that wasn't rotten was just terrible because it was like super salty because it had all sorts of preservatives in it. Um, and stuff like that, and how just god awful it was. Um, so that's pretty cool. Ugh, man. man, I feel so sick. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be empty. Oh man, my ear just hurts so badly right now. It is. Um, it's like super itchy and like it feels so bad right now. It's really annoying. Trying to just like get out what is ever causing that pain, you know? Maybe like I didn't want to, you know, but uh now that the headset's kind of broken and whatnot, and now that it, you know, kind of sucks even more. Now I'm kind of thinking about replacing my headset. I didn't want to because it was a present from a friend, and you know it still works and whatnot, but it is slightly uncomfortable, and it's not. Or no, I don't think it was from a friend. Actually, I don't remember who I got it from now. It's been so long. I've had this headset for so long now that I kind of forgot who gave it to me. Um, but like, you know, it doesn't. It's never been super comfortable. It's never been like the most comfortable headset. I constantly have to like readjust it. And on top of that, the mic is really short. And I showed that like yes last night I think, or maybe some other day. I think I showed it a couple of times in fact. And so like I think I know I've complained about this before, but like I have to have like the headset halfway on. So like one of my ears is covered by the headset, and then the other one's like forward, like halfway on my head to kind of get the mic closer to my mouth because how short it is. So it makes it difficult for people to hear me in general, but it also like you guys, you know. So now that it's on top of, you know, just kind of being annoying to work with, um, it being, you know, broken too, I think that gives me a little bit more reason to kind of replace it. Again, though, it's not that bad. I'm fine with working with it and everything. I definitely just would prefer something more comfortable and something that I can kind of like relax a little bit more with, and like just be a lot more comfortable with, instead of like only being able to hear things from like one side because my other side is mostly blocked off, or um, you know, something that just has better audio picking up, you know, with a longer mic at that, so that I don't have to have it so close to my mouth in hopes of being heard. There's a sandstorm. That's pretty cool that if you like look towards it, your character blocks this. Oh, You still block it even behind like an enclosed area? Weird. Oh wait, he's... Ouch. Damn gravel. I hate gravel. Gravel sucks. Also, this is making it very difficult to see where I thought a sandstorm making it difficult to see. I would have never thought that. I thought sandstorms made it easier to see. I don't really remember exactly where I'm going. Not going to lie. I kind of want to pick up some marble too while I'm at it, just because, you know, shits and giggles. Because I think having some marble too would be kind of cool, even if I can't work with it, you know? Kind of like the same thing with having all those quartz in my little dirt hut on the floor and whatnot, and like all the bones too. None of it's useful, but I mean it's pretty cool nonetheless. I think I might try making another copper axe, but I'll use bone instead because I think you can use bone to make the copper axe. Because I know you can make bone. You can use a bone to make like a bone handle for an axe, and I know you could do that for the knives too, which my knife actually is. You can see it's super durable still. Didn't I? Stupid robot. Oh, another little shack here. And there's actually somebody here. What's your name? Sprig. What do you trade, Sprig? Well, just offer better stuff then. Wait, if that's marble... Oh, there they are. They're over here. Okay, I remember now. I was a little confused for a second, but now I remember. Re. Take a piss. Saw you were on, keeping you up on, you know, how it is. Good night. Well, good night. Thank you for, you know, waking up to take a piss and kind of just seeing me. Kind of surprised you were actually able to, like, function that much, because whenever I have to think straight, I take a piss and I fucking shamble back to my room. I then just fall on my bed and sleep again. But thank you. Thank you as always, Nugget. If I bring out my torch, does that kind of illuminate my cat a little bit more? Oh, it does. it illuminates my room just a slightly bit more. Um, Actually, not too long ago, which was very interesting. I can't remember what it was though. I'm gonna go all the way back to that because I kind of want to show you what the oh my god was. Little cat fur on my nose, as usual. I really didn't want to use blocks, but oh well. Ooh, big old cloud. I don't know if I ever said this, but I watched this video about this geologist, one of those rock guys, you know, one of the egghead rock guys that does research on rocks. I watched this video by one of those guys, and he was looking at vintage stories, like not exactly the world generation, but like the rock generation of how all like the rocks and stuff form, and minerals and ores and shit like that. And he was going into detail about all the like how coal forms and everything, and how vintage story like places it in the world and whatnot, and how like it forms up in some rocks and whatnot. Ouchie. This is what I labeled as oh my god, and now a cavern full of dead bodies. Calm my ass. I'm gonna go mine over here, because at least I might not die instantly. Or not really die instantly, but hopefully I don't get jumped. But it was really cool to like watch that and everything. I really like watching like videos like Lex Friedman videos and whatnot, especially whenever I'm playing a game. Sometimes I kind of wish I could listen to one of them while I'm like streaming. Like I would love to listen to a Lex Friedman podcast right now while I'm streaming and kind of just zone out. But you know, that's not really fair to chat and Lex Friedman, because if anyone watches this, they don't end up watching Lex. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think I haven't watched his last video yet. Though, unfortunately, where he's talking to the ex-Blizzard um guy. I've been meaning to watch that. I do like watching a lot of his videos or his, I guess, podcasts, but every once in a while I'll kind of just skip stuff because it just goes so over my head that I can't even get behind it. Because usually I'll listen to them even if they'll if even if they go over my head, you know. But sometimes he talks to like people that are just so smart, or their like fields are just so, what the fuck, so out of this world, like no matter how hard I try like following along, it just doesn't make any sense. So every once in a while I end up skipping one of his podcasts, just because it's like, man, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Your etheric theorem, tubulist oxide. What do these words even mean? What do you mean the tubular oxide mixes with dark matter and it creates a object shmushkash black hole? What does that mean? I don't know. I usually do that whenever it comes to like coding or math, though. Everything else I typically listen to. I also used to listen to this. I've been planning of like going back and listening to them, but a lot of the times I just don't, because sometimes I just want like good juicy news, you know. Oop, I don't know what the fuck I just pressed. Man, that was crazy. I have no idea what I pressed to make me flip around like that. Um, but I would also watch these Storybot, I think his name was, or the channel's name is, something like that. You know, and it's an animated character that this team made, and the narrator kind of goes over like a bunch of books and whatnot, and kind of talks about them, kind of like Kokus's art, or whatever the bird guys are called. You know, the silly little cartoon Kotsugerts arts, I think is what they're called, or how it's pronounced. Um, it's kind of like a book version of those guys. You know, they're the Storybot guy is a lot more focused on books and literature compared to Kotsu's arts, where it's like more sciency. And I also listen to, or watch Veritasium a lot of the times too, um, and stuff like that. I don't think I really listen to any other research people. I think those are the only ones. Which honestly, with all those people, like if I do watch all of them in like a single day, my entire day's gone then. Because I mean, a Lex Friedman podcast can go on for like 6 hours, if not more. Um, a Coltz's arts can go on for a while sometimes. Usually they're pretty short, but sometimes they can go on for a pretty long time. Storybot is like 30 minutes usually at the very least. Sometimes 26, stuff like that. Veritasium is pretty short usually. Every once in a while they'll come out with like an hour long thing, which is I kind of don't like Veritasium just for that reason. I like their contents, but also at the same time I kind of hate them because they make their content so short. Like there's so many times I'll like watch a video of theirs and it's like a super interesting subject, but it's only like 15 minutes long and they like barely talk to like the people they're able to get in contact with, and I'm just like, I hate you guys so much. I guess the idea is to kind of like encourage you to go research it yourself, but when you're so busy playing games and listening to so many videos, I don't really have, you know, I wouldn't say the time, but like the brain power to keep in all that knowledge and like know exactly what to look up. Plus, reading's kind of hard. On top of all that, I do like reading, and I am fine with it, but it's very hard for me to do it because it requires me to sit for so long, and it requires me to really concentrate on that, and that's very difficult. And I used to be a very strong believer of multi shit multitasking shit. Even the deer's like, no, no thank you. Oh man, this is where I die. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Just swim, just swim, just swim, just swim, just swim. Okay, let me get my shivers out. Okay, what was I saying? I don't really remember now. I was saying I didn't. That reading's kind of hard for me. That's like as much as I remember. But yeah, reading's kind of difficult. Oh, I've always been a pretty strong believer. So I wouldn't say too long ago, but a while ago, I was a very strong believer against the idea of like watching something and then also doing something. Usually, I mean, it was one thing if you were listening to music, but like I always like found people that couldn't keep their attention on one thing, you know, just like very dumb. I'm not gonna lie. I always thought those people were really dumb and like just really small-minded and whatnot. I couldn't, just brain rotted almost. Um, because it was like, how can you not? You usually like if you're doing like homework, it kind of makes sense, or if you're listening to music while you're doing homework or something of that sort. Like stuff like that kind of made sense to me. But like anything, like I have a friend that would like, you know, watch TV and then also scroll on his phone. And I see people do stuff like that all the time and whatnot. I know I always found those people just really dumb and kind of annoying because it's just like how rotted is your brain to need so much instead of just being able to focus on something. Um, but I don't know why I kind of started doing it out of nowhere. But I started like watching videos and whatnot while playing games. I think it's because a lot of the times games can be very silent. You know, something like Vintage Story, for example, has really long periods of just kind of like sitting and not really doing a lot, you know? And I lost my brain of thought. Wow, I am just an absolute genius today, aren't I? Um, and again, I don't know when I started doing it, but I started watching videos and whatnot while playing games, and it's usually just like the news or um, something of that sort. But I've to stuff while playing games a lot more. Oh shit, it's broken again. Um, what does that? Could I get a corner, maybe? Okay. Well, I was able to get a corner. Um, but it's something I've kind of realized that there's, at least for me, it's not really like a stimulation thing, where it's like, oh, I need more stimulation to be able to. I might have to save and quit. Yeah. Okay. Since it's not working. It's not very. It's not really a stimulation thing where it's like, oh, this game isn't stimulating enough. I need something running in the background. But it's more of a like, there's so much information out there in the world that I find so intriguing and so interesting, and I love hearing people's thoughts and how they think and how they do things and like how things work and whatnot. That it's like I can't really see myself ever going back to just silence. I mean, I can do it, There's been plenty of times where I'll just play a game. Like earlier today, I was just playing Crimson Desert, kind of just minding my own business, not really like caring about anything. I had both headphones on and kind of just enjoying the game as is. But if I'm not doing that, I find it so difficult to like kind of just sit there and accept the fact that like I'm letting the chance of to be able to gain more information slip past me. Because again, it's kind of like the idea of like, again, just there's so much information out there, and all I'm doing is playing a game here, when I could be learning something while playing this game. That there's something that I know I could like and enjoy even more. So I kind of like watch stuff and listen to stuff just because of the fact that like if I'm not, it feels like I'm missing out on information instead of a, oh, I need more stimulation to be able to focus, or just because I do, you know. I think stuff like that's just fucking stupid. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you need so much stimulation like that, you're just fucking idiot. I think it's just like if you can't sit still for more than like 5 seconds because you fried your brain so badly, that's kind of a you problem. And it's just like, you know, I don't really care because you brought it upon yourself. Is that too high? I feel like that's too high. I mean, I don't really want it to just be a point, but like, I don't really know what else to do. It also just feels like it's gonna be like a massive fucking point, and that's gonna be really annoying. Cause like I'm only getting a couple clay things every batch, and it's really annoying to try to mass produce it. I mean, I could make like a million clay pits and everything, but that requires a lot of work. I could probably like dig into a mountain and do it, but I don't know. Which is kind of why I like the idea of like listening to something while I'm streaming, even though that's a lot of information to be going all at once. It kind of feels like I'm like almost wasting my time because I know there's a video out there that I could be watching that teaches me something really interesting, even if it's like stupid. It feels like the geologist guy like explaining like the fucking vintage story rock formations and everything. It's so stupid, but it's such a cool little thing to like learn and you know kind of just like it, just know in general, you know. Hmm. Didn't I have a dirt block somewhere holding in something? I thought I did. I guess not. Um, but yeah. So yeah, you can make bone axes and bone knives. Okay, cool. And I need, excuse me, I just can't, an axe mold. Okay. My phalanx is about to break too, so I might want to make a second one. I gotta make a pickaxe. Hammer. Oh, there is a prospecting pick. Okay. So I'll make one of those, because I don't think I have a prospecting pick one yet, and that one's very important. A hoe doesn't really matter. I'll make a heal, because I know I need that eventually. And I'll just make some more shingles. Oh shit, I'm fucking up. Oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Focus, focus, focus. Jesus. What am I doing? Oh my god. I don't even think I've been streaming for that long. It's only like almost 1. And like, I am losing my mind. I'm sorry. I'm doing terribly right now. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. Jesus. Get your head in the game. You know, I just remembered another thing that my great grandmother said. Um, about the giant, I guess memorial, I guess you could call it, of my great great grandfather, her dad, and everything. Um, the thing I remember is that I remember her saying, like when she was first showing it off and everything. I remember her being like, "Oh, I don't know if you're gonna like it though, and if you don't want it, that's fine." And I remember me and my mom being like, "No, this is absolutely amazing, and we would love to have this because this is beautiful. So I remember because I think earlier I said it was like she made it because she knew I liked war stuff or something. She kind of made it for herself, and it was just like a memorial and whatnot, and kind of a memento almost. Um, but she kind of did it more for herself than really anything. Uh oh. Uh oh. Go away. Go away. Shoot. Shoot. Go away. 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 Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no. Go away. Fuck. Uh oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Uh oh. But I've always found it funny, or not really funny, but kind of like nice that I kind of turned out the way I did. Not completely, There's some things I wish were better and whatnot, but there's so many people. Like I've known so many people over my life, over my years, that they get like people offer them such cool things, like what my great grandmother gave me, and people refuse it. You know, I've seen plenty of people refuse stuff like that where it's like someone put a lot of time and effort and it means so much to them and they're just like, that's not really for me and whatnot. And it just astounds me, because I genuinely think what my great grandmother gave me was is absolutely fucking amazing. It is just a beautiful work of art in my eyes that is just absolutely beautiful to look at. I Especially when I first got it, I loved going through all the details, especially with my great grandmother. And then even after like I left her house and whatnot, and I was looking over all of it myself, just looking at all like the small details and all the information was such a cool thing to do. And the fact that there's people out there that would be like, nah, grandma, that ain't for me. Nah, bitch. It just astounds me, you know? Because, like, it's such a cool thing. And she's also given me other stuff, I found a couple things throughout my days and so on and so forth, stuff like that. And it's just like, it's always just this super cool thing. Oh, yep. That's what I need to do. Almost forgot about that step. But it's just like mind-boggling because I know there's people out there. I've talked to some people. I think my friend. I mean I'm pretty sure he's one of those people that would be like, nah, grandma, I don't want your stinky shit. because he's kind of a cunt like that. Um, but I could never see it. Not even because it's like hurting their feelings or anything like that. But like I genuinely could not see myself. Shit. Oh my god. 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 Well, we're locked in here. That was scary. I'm not gonna lie. That was very scary for me. I kind of want to like get in like a little bit of a better spot. Oh, I know where I want to sit. Um, what time is like 9 o'clock? It's like I mean, I guess now it's kind of dark. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Hey, random, how are you doing, man? Still high. It's 2 in the morning. Yoo-hoo, demons. Hello, Mr. Demons. Can you leave my front yard, please? I don't like it very much that you're out there. Leave, please. Okay, you don't get the privileges of the window anymore. Shitters. Trying to throw a rock at me. Just gotta wait till morning for the demons to leave me alone. It is October 2nd, year 0, which means we have 2 more seasons before winter has completely begun. Actually, no, we only have. I mean, yeah, I guess 2. Because as soon as November, right? Is that what the Thanksgiving month is called? Is that one November? No, November's. I don't remember what month. Like I know it's after October. I just don't remember the name of it. What is it called? October, November, December, right? I think that's right. feel like that's not right though. I don't know why. Okay, whatever. But we survived the rest of October and then November and then December. And then we have to deal with December for like a month and or two. Pretty okay, I would say. Right now we're just chilling, waiting for the demons to leave. In the meantime, we're just sitting here, I guess. There's really no other way of describing it. Just fucking off, I guess. It's almost 4 in the morning. Nope. They have not left yet. Ouchie. Heh. Loser. Ouch. I think if I stand here, he can't hit me. That one would have hit me. It's 10 a.m. right now. I mean, that makes sense why you would still be tired, you know? Did you just wake up, or have you been awake? Little demons, little demons, little demons, you need to leave. I wonder if I can get them to run into the fire more consistently. Well, there goes another one. Bitch. Crawled through my window. Go ahead, do that again. Do it again. Go ahead, crawl through the window again. Ooh. Can't hit me. Can't hit me. Can't hit me. Ouch. You hit me. Just woke up. Okay, I'm gonna close the door now. Because now I'm scared. They're so mean. Why are they so mean? Leave me alone. But you never knew you were a mod. How does that happen? They just randomly selected you to be a mod and just never told you? Or like, did you miss the memo saying you were a mod? Hey, it's calm now. It is not calm. I don't know what the fucking game is talking about. That is not calm outside. I open that up and I see three demons waiting outside, and one of them already tried shooting me. Randomly selected, never was told, never knew. Huh. Interesting. I'm guessing it was like a. I mean, I know you said it was random, but I'm assuming it was like a. Not really a challenge, but kind of like a bet, I guess. Like the streamer made a bet, like, oh, if I fail this challenge, I select one of my random viewers to become my moderator, and the moderator can do whatever they want. And they failed the challenge, and you got selected. That's like the only way I could really think of like anyone being like, oh yeah, random selection is a good idea when it comes to mods. Get out of here, hobo. Because you're a random guy. Man, my throat is all sorts of stocked up. Feels like a bunch of spider webs in my throat. Also, I saw a hot pink blade for like 2 seconds. What was that? What did I randomly see for like 2 Show me, what was it, game? Crowbar, 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 hammer, hammer, hammer. Come on, show me, what the fuck was that hot pink sword? What was that? Or they were just testing stuff since they knew. Since they are new to streaming, I think. Oh, okay. That could be understandable. Especially if you just give it to like some random guy and just he didn't know he got it. Pink sword? Pink sword. Pink sword. Pink sword. Where is it? Are those guns? Kind of look like guns. I mean, I kind of have all the time in the world. The fucking demons are still outside. Although I don't think they're gonna leave. Now that I think about it. Since they're still sitting outside. Man, how many fucking shield types are there? Jesus Christ. Nope, they're still outside. Bro, how many fucking shields does one game need? Oh my god, it just goes on fucking forever. Oh shit, there's two of them in there. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm fucked. I am fucked. Get back here. Slaughter them all. Every last one. Okay, yesterday I got a mod rank in some kind of AI channel. How? I mentioned YouTube and the AI called me. So I'm not a admin, and then the owner decided to make me a mod. Interesting. That is a very interesting course of events. I guess that's like the best way of saying it. I don't know what else you would call that. Man, this new update really sucks. It is bugging out all my stuff. I don't know why. Because I think my prospecting pick is still okay. Yeah, prospecting pick is still great. In fact, but then I also need fat for those. I'm gonna go try to find like a pig or something. I need a Fatty Bones Malone. Andrus? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. It's very interesting that it, I guess it might just think it's like the closest related word. It will typically try to relate it to like the closest thing that it knows that you like to use. And if it's like completely random, then it's just, it doesn't know that correctly and how the system kind of works. Oh, Where is an animal for me to kill? I need an animal. I need an animal. No, I don't need chickens. I need fat. Chickens don't have fat. Usually, I'm pretty sure, at the very least. Maybe if there was a fat chicken, maybe. But I mean, I would need a fat chicken. Not you. Come here, sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. Oh shit, he has low. Fuck. You know what? It still works. Still works. Fatty Bones Malone. Trying to look. Well, that's a grizzly bear. I think I could take out a grizzly bear, but I would really have to like prepare for it. You know, get max health, get a shield. Cause man, the grizzly bears are kind of scary. They kind of scare me a little bit. Hello, salty bread. Don't see any other hunting animals. Trying to look for some fat so I can make 2 lanterns. Or not lanterns, lamps. But I've only found one creature so far. I don't think I killed them all off. I had to guess it's probably just because of the winter or the fall. Where is it? It's 11 degrees Celsius. I mean, that's kind of chilly, but I wouldn't say that's cold by any means. I kind of just based it off of RimWorld. I know 0 degrees Celsius is bad. That's when all my pawns start dying. Them. Okay, interesting. Can't seem to find any animals though. Was strong. Okay. There we go. I thought I put in 5, but I guess I didn't. 3 days, Jesus. It's a very long time. Oh, it needs, yeah, it needs to be lump rendered. That's tough to remember now. Nobody double crosses Fatty Bone Malone. Give him the concrete shoes. No, Fatty Bone Malone, please don't. At least let me pick my shoes. Who am I to stop a dying man? To give him his last wish? Give him whatever shoes he wants, boys. Anything except the platform shoes. And scene. There we go. Come on. Work with me, game. Okay. I mean, it's also getting late. My phone's about to die and whatnot. So I'll call it there. Hopefully they release the next update soon to fix this bug, which would be one point 0.7 RC, because this is starting to get really annoying and it won't give me what I want. Because I mean, before this, it was just invisible, which was fine, you know. It was annoying, sure, but it was workable at least. This is not only is it invisible, but it doesn't give you anything, which is really fucking annoying. Light level 14, really? So it's actually slightly better. Interesting. So, yeah. Not a super long stream, but I'll probably stream longer tomorrow. Just got caught up watching a movie. So, anyways, good night.